Welcome back. I'm the loud little ducky. We have Gingras and Britney Spears. Gingras has written another blog. Let's see what it says. The title of this blog is I'm Not a Blog, Not Yet a Blogger. How poetic. This was written on October 17th, 2024. Says, I recently decided the next few blog posts will have titles adapted from Britney Spears songs. Why? Because Britney, bro. That's why. No, sir. It's Britney, bitch. You got that wrong. Can't even get the basics right. Moving on. So he says, now, quick update regarding Laura v. Clayton. Here's the deal. As you know, we filed a notice of appeal and some related paperwork a few weeks back. Some really, really dishonest people like Dave Neal. Can you just say, can you argue things without mentioning his name? Like, this has nothing to do with Dave Neal. Tried to suggest this paperwork was Laura's appeal. I think Dave's point was that the paperwork we filed was actually pretty short and lacking in detail. I'm going to tell you that a notice of appeal, that was actually a long notice of appeal. You don't need to say, because we can appeal, we're appealing in all those words. You could have just said, here's our notice of appeal that we will be filing an appeal in this case. The end. You made it really long, so it wasn't actually short. If that was our appeal, it pretty obviously sucked. Hence, Dave told you that was our appeal, because Dave doesn't want the truth. He wants money, and lies sometimes sell better than the truth. Okay, so Dave covers that. Okay. I covered that as well. And guess what? I called it a notice of appeal because Dave just misspoke like you do all the time because he's not in the legal sphere. But a lot of us other people out here reporting on it said it correctly. So you just have to harp on him because there's a misstatement. That is not perjury. He just doesn't know what legal stuff is. But anyways, Gingras goes on and says, this is just my opinion, of course, but it appears to me Dave wanted to mislead people by posting videos with headlines like Laura files lengthy appeal. Okay, it should have said lengthy notice of appeal. I don't think he's purposely misleading people, but okay. This is just typical clickbait garbage we have seen time and time again from Dave. No, Dave doesn't clickbait. Dave states what is in there. My title is a bit clickbaity today, but again, it's not. Because he does mention Britney Spears, right? So is it clickbait? Beginger says, so let's cut through the bullshit. I don't think you know how to because you continue to speak. And let's get some accurate facts. First, a notice of appeal is not the appeal. Thank you. Most people know this, but there may be a lot of people that don't know this. It's just a preliminary document that tells the Court of Appeals and the lower court that we are going to be seeking review later. The notice of appeal is not where any arguments are presented. Those don't happen until something called an opening brief. That document will be long, usually 50 pages, plus pages, and it will explain in detail what mistakes Laura feels Judge Mata made. And boy, are there a lot. Well, you know, that's the funny feeling about Laura feels. Facts aren't feelings. Feelings are not facts. So she can feel however she wants. It doesn't make it accurate. So it doesn't matter that Owens has a bunch of feelings about Judge Mata. We know she has a lot of feelings. She writes about it on her Medium blog or Medium articles or whatever you call those. The rules don't limit the number of pages. They limit the number of total words. I personally think shorter briefs are more effective than longer ones. Then why did you write a long-ass notice of appeal? But it's going to be a struggle to fit a complete discussion into the word limit. Well, if you cut out all the culty stuff that you talk about that has nothing to do with any of this, and you take out the Clayton is just so famous that everybody is just blinded by his fame, that'll save you some words and some pages, because none of that is relevant to what happened. Anywho. Second, I just received a letter from the Court of Appeals that sets out our briefing schedule. This schedule is good. Per this letter, Laura's opening brief is due December 16th, 2024. Technically, that's the last day to file. We could file our brief early, and it's possible we might do that. No chance we're asking for an extension. Laura is ready, and I'm so ready. Let's freaking do this. Yeah, let's freaking go. We're ready to see it too. And we're even ready for the denial. Also, FYI, the letter from the Court of Appeals does not set a due date for Clayton's brief. Why not? Answer: the court doesn't need to set that date. Under Rule 15 of the Rules of Appellate Procedure, Clayton's response brief is due 40 days after Laura's brief is filed. That means /control, whatever that is, Clayton's due date, not the court. Oh, I control Clayton's due date, not the court. So if I wanted to be a total asshole, I could theoretically file our brief right before Thanksgiving. That would mean Clayton's 40-day limit would start running before the holidays, and Woodnick, or whoever is helping, would have to work on the brief over the holidays. Having been in that position myself, let me tell you, that sucks. Good. Yeah, it does suck to do that, and I really hope you don't. I know that you ruined, I don't remember if it was Easter. I think it was Easter that you ruined. I know that wasn't done purposely because you were on a very short time limit for getting certain things in by a certain date, with you being the new attorney on file, and it just so happened to land on that weekend, and there were deadlines due for certain motions and things like that. So I'm glad to hear that you won't do that on purpose for this, possibly. But we'll see what actually happens. Sorry to disappoint you folks, but I'm not a complete asshole. At least not intentionally, and certainly not completely. Well, nobody's a complete asshole. You're an asshole online, intentionally. Maybe not in your regular everyday life, but online, you have this aggressive facade that you put on. That there's more bark than bite. In fact, there ethical rules for lawyers that say it's unprofessional to intentionally screw opposing counsel with deadlines, a rule Woodnick hasn't exactly embraced, among others. Boo-hoo. Woodnick has been through a lot of shit because of Owens. Like maybe getting accused of kidnap and ARPing her. Yeah, I wonder why Woodnick isn't exactly giving a shit. But I'm not Woodnick. I am nice enough person that I promise this much. I am not going to file the brief in any way that will mess up Woodnick's holidays. Good. That's very kind of you. Everybody would appreciate that. That's just silly, immature, and unnecessary. Frankly, I don't care how much or how little time Greg needs to work on this brief because Mata's errors are so blatant, no amount of additional time is going to help Greg explain them away. I don't think so. Like, you have another judge that was like, her rulings aren't enough to get her thrown off the case and for you to get a new one. Like, she wasn't biased. So, I don't know that an appeals court is going to agree with you. So, that's the update. Look for a long opening brief from us on or before December 16th. I will, of course, tweet a link when it's done, or maybe not. If you haven't figured this much out, it does irritate me to have people scratch that. Leeches, remora? Like Dave Neal making money from sitting there and reading my work on YouTube. Is this fair use? I can see both sides, but it doesn't change the fact that Dave Neal is a horrible, heartless human being. No, he is not. He is reporting on things. Okay, he's making money off of it. People are paying for his opinion and to hear what he has to say. You could have people pay you for your opinion too. Start a YouTube channel. Start a TikTok. Do Instagram reels. YouTube is going to be probably your best bet for money. You can do the same thing. That doesn't mean that we can't react to it though. We still can react to it and people can get our opinions on your opinions. America. The thought that my work earns him money is just barf. I guess that's the part of the rules of living in America. Yep. Fuck yeah. Sometimes we have to deal with people who are unpleasant and repugnant, like yourself. We keep having to deal with you. I'm sure the feeling is mutual. Yes. Yes, it would be. I do not like your behavior online. I hope that if I ran into you in the real world, it wouldn't be that way. But online, you're unpleasant and repugnant yourself. Anyway, if you're spending time on YouTube later, please avoid the JFC garbage grifters and give some love to Queen Britney instead by watching the video below. It's a good one, which happens to have been filmed mostly in Arizona. Well, I'm here to tell you Laura Owens is no Britney Spears. Except for they both kind of are cray-cray. But he says, see you in December. And then he posts the picture. It may be the link is too, but I think it's just the picture where it says Laura files lengthy appeal and it's Dave Neal's thing. Okay, he got that wrong. He doesn't fully understand it. Maybe he thought it was the appeal. Anywho, like, I just don't see how you think that is malicious. Then he ends with this link to the Britney Spears music video of I'm Not a Girl, Not Yet a Woman, which is an amazing song. for an 18, 19-year-old. I think it's a great song for them. And I know a lot of people think that the Crossroads movie with her, some people don't like it. I actually kind of like it. It's a chick flick. Um, but I like movies that have music and stuff like that in it as well. I'm not saying like she's an amazing actor because she's not, but I just go for the storyline and the music. But if you want to watch this music video, go ahead. It's a good song. Love her shirt in that, mainly because of the sleeves. I want a shirt like that, but I need it to be like full length, like not not showing my stomach, because yeah, no. But anyways, this is Gingras's latest blog post. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. Comment down below what you think about this. Do you think Dave is being malicious? Or does Gingras have some redeeming qualities somewhere? Let me know in the comments. Subscribe and turn those notification bells on, and I will see you next time. Bye.